Okay, so after sorting out my microphone levels, which I hope are okay now, not distorting, I'm just going to show you the last bit of the one that was cut off last time. I know it's already up there, but I just wanted to show it with the sound, so it is worth doing. So the last time I did a stream, well, it's actually the one before, for some reason after an hour, I think OBS Studio crashed again and I didn't realise. And I went on playing for another 4 hours quite happily, and it wasn't streaming. So to just try and rectify that a bit, I'll just show you how the park finished off. I've got some really nice coasters on this one, and a look round is you know, how it all finished off. As you can see, there's the two coasters. They're sort of intertwined, and the monorail goes through it as well. So we just start right from the beginning here. Got the boring things like the planetarium that hardly everyone ever goes on, and some bumper cars and a nice zipper in the middle which just fits into that nice little bit. When the pathway, when you just started out, that is actually a space in between the pathways, fits nicely there. Managed to get the first aid a bit more centralised because there's quite a few sicky spins and some people feel a bit sick coming off of this one for sure. Actually, let's have a go on that. People are just going in, so let's have a quick go on that. Hear the weird music. Let's see who we're sat next, who we're stood next to rather. Okay. Oh, doors closing. Well, that was a quick ride, wasn't it? Okay, well there we are. I don't know if any of you remember the one in Alton Towers, but it didn't go like that. You got up to a certain speed and those sort of shelves that the rollers are on, it just suddenly went bang upwards and everyone sort of screamed. Right, there's the sort of grand entrance from my two roller coasters, so you can't really tell which is which. So there's Doom Sky, which is the first one, and Legless, which is the other one. And that entrance is sort of mixed in with this entrance here to the bumper cars. Which we'll have a quick go on. They're really slow, aren't they? There we are, there's that. Oh, Topple Tower's working, so a quick go on that. Oh dear, he's going to throw up, this guy. Yeah, the kids are loving it and he's going to throw up. Shouldn't have had those 12 donuts before he went on. Pig sings I like myself, of course. From the Unsurpassed Masters of the Universe, their one and only album. And what else have we got? We've got our Risha's Buttercups, and we had an area that I started to sort of build over this way. So you can get to it by walking through the mountain there, or you can get to it by queuing up for that ride, and you actually go off on the other side. And you can eventually get to it by walking right the way around the park. Just go out a little bit. So there we are, right on the top we've got the planes. Barnstormer, and we got the claw here. Oh, that's good. Let's have a go on that. I'd love to have a go on one of these in real life. There is one in Europe. I've seen a video on YouTube. And there we go. They all seem quite happy about that. Okay, and as you see the monorail goes right the way through. And I can't see it going. There's always one going. So if you build 3 stations, have 4 actual cars, and then as soon as one comes in, it pushes the other one out of the way. So have it so that when it arrives at station, the next one goes. Actually, I better show you that, just in case you don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, leave if another train arrives at station, and if you have 3 stations, make sure that you have. Oh, hang on, where am I going? Yeah, maximum speed. They do like the speed on the monorail. Number of trains 3, and I've only got 2 stations. So when this one comes in, you leave one gap. Make it one too long, so that it smoothly transitions between the 2. Let's have a little go on that. Oh, who are we in with? Well, it's not Noel Edmonds, it's that guy from WikiLeaks. Julian Assange there, looking happy. I see someone in the other carriage there. You can see these wonderful roller coasters in the background. We go on the next train, hopefully. Yep, there we go. We can continue our little ride around. Might be able to get a track view. There we go. As we go through the roller coasters. Some nice views. Yep, going all over. We'll have a go on those coasters in a minute, they are good. Some of the best I've built in ages. There we go, let's have a little go round on there. Now if we go right round to the back here, there's another little area. And we have got an aquarium. Oh, we've got them mackerel, they look a bit thin. Don't seem to be many people in here, but it is sort of in an area of the park they haven't developed very much. So you'd only really probably get off the monorail. Oh, there are someone in there. He's holding, it looks like he's holding something in his hand, but he's holding an invisible something in his hand. Perhaps it's been censored, I don't know. There's mackerel again. And there's the lone bloke holding the invisible cup or whatever it is. Oh, there are, there's a few more people coming in. See them getting off the monorail there. Let's have a look back outside now. Yeah, so this is one of the stops for the monorail. Well, the only other stop there is actually at the moment. How many have I got? Yeah, there is only two. One there and one over there. Yeah. If I'd have carried on with this, I might have put a few more stops in, make it every quarter. Well, there we are. It's a nice little area. It's got some toilets and things. Anyone needs to. Everyone's got caught short. And some candy floss there, and some booster rocket boost fuel. And you could go walking through the mountain there. Coming up the side, and you get a nice view of some of the coasters there. As you go up, go through the volcanoes and around the back of the monster trucks ride there, which is also quite nicely themed. And the reptile house, let's have a quick go in there. Okay. Turtles, some lizards. There we are, sort of got a bit chilled out in there. So, back into the front of the, sort of when you come in here, so what faces you is this. Let's come back a bit. Which is a monster trucks with a nice steep part. I think we ought to have a go on that. Let's see if someone's actually going to go in. Or let's take a seat in the front and wait for someone to get on board. Oh, someone's on. We're off then. I wasn't cruel this time because sometimes right at the very top I like to put the logs, so just as you're going round you get all the bumps to go over and it feels like you're going to come out, but I was nice this time. There we are, right at the top, sharp bend and then back down the steep. There we go. It's quite nice with all the dancing. They sort of remind me of Cross of the War of the Worlds and the Smash Men. The original War of the Worlds, I mean. Oh, actually, no, the Tom Cruise one as well. They do look a bit like that, don't they? It's nicely themed, you can see. Right then, let's move on to the coasters, because I'm really pleased with these. We've got a floorless one, and we've got a Jetstar 2. Well, at least that's what I call it. The old black hole. but a much bigger version with all the forces taken into account. So if we go and look at the stats on this one here, I think I've done... Oh, hang on, I'm not going to put new music on. What am I doing? Here we go. Look at that, I've got 798 very high, high for intensity, and medium nausea. So even on a really nice long ride, it is possible to get it right. You've just got to... It's just trial and error on each bump, and you have one... Say like there, you do a very small incline, it's coming on the wrong speed, and it suddenly hits and twists round. It can mess up the whole thing, so you've got to think about the speeds at every bit. Let's see, just make it over. Nice and smooth, not too fast, you see. Although, mind you, when the black hole fell down that first bit, it went to the floor and then back up. It really used to go fast, and they had to change it after the first few years. And I was there in 1984, I think it was, when they used the fog machine. It was oil-based, and it absolutely flew round that year, till they realised. It's a shame there wasn't video back then, because my sort of younger years of going to Alton Towers and all these places, was never able to record any of it. Just the odd photo now and again. It's a bit of a shame. Well, I did do an audio for the black hole. I had a Sony Walkman, which could record, professional one, and that was a huge thing to take in underneath my leather jacket with the microphones as well. But it is there on my YouTube channel. You fancy a listen sometimes. Anyway, right, so let's just go through the stats on this one. There's the speed results. So it does 80 miles an hour. Oh, it just go up to 6.2. That's quite uncomfortable. So I was lucky to get away with that. Really, you don't want to be building more than 5. But there we go. So the laterals as well. That's not too bad. It's enough though. And the drops, there we go. So near enough 200 foot is the biggest drop. Now, where is that drop, do you ask? Could it be hidden in one of these rocks? Well, I think we'll have to ride it to find out. So let's go and join. Let's just see the queue there. So if you were to go on it, this is where you would go into this one here, Doom Sky, and that's the actual ride, and then that's the Florus one coming behind there. So let's here we go. And who have we got riding with us today? Okay. Me went on to about 18. Missing the monorail there. Oh, nice accelerator. Oh, lovely. Bit of air time. Whoa! Multi-lift as well. Oh, this could be that drop. It's a stunner. Right at now, max speed coming up near the end of the ride. Yes. Hurtling through there. Still keeping it a bit interesting right up to the end. So that's the way I like it. I put the biggest drop in right near the end, because obviously with most roller coasters, years gone by, it was always the first drop. But if I built a roller coaster, I'd always do a hidden one somewhere if I could. Do you ever never go? I wouldn't mind to never go with a different viewpoint. It's a strange viewpoint that to one side, isn't it? Well, that track dead on. Oh, should we do that one? Let's do that one. Most people would think, see, that was the fastest point, but it's not. You think, oh, well, that's the fastest drop on this ride. Whoa, that hill. Oh. There we go. So that is Doom Sky. And the other one is a floorless, which I've called legless, and it gets a 9.58, which is just fantastic. A 7.45, so it's highly intense as well, but the nausea's down on the medium, so it's definitely for thrill seekers, that's for sure. And actually doesn't go as fast as the other one, 73 miles an hour. Not quite as intense on the G's either, a little bit laid back. And a slightly smaller drop there. But this is a nice ride too, so let's have a go on this. Right, let's just make sure we are in the right one. We are near the front now. Well, there's quite a lot of them, aren't there? Okay, oh, gotta find the front one. Ah, there we are. Now, what view? I think we'll do that view for starters, and then we'll do a track view maybe after this. So we got. Oh, got. Perhaps about, where are we? 4 a row, isn't it? About 12 there so far. Yep. There's no waiting really on this ride. Yes. We're going all over the place on this one. You see how many of them keep their hands up in the air. Oh, lovely. Until it's a heavier carriage, there's a lot more energy in the carriage itself. Whoa, here we go! Oh, that's a nice one. My dad. Oh, just when you thought it was finished, there's more. this one. And again. Oh, yes. Oh, hey. Nice long ride. And back corner there at the end. Really nice. Really, really nice that. Oh, let's just do it from wherever that one is. That seems fast. Number one. Wow, that does seem fast when you see it low down like that. Let's have a backwards one, looking at the people on the ride. Well, this is far forwards. Yeah, alright. It'll have to be from there then. Okay. Few more riders. Come on, step right up. No waiting. Few more riders and we're off. Alright, here we go. Well, the bloke in front with the black hair looks like he's crapping himself already. Oh, he can't look. Doesn't look so fast this way round. It did when it was right on the track level. Everyone holding on there. Oh, he's a bit brave now, putting his hands up, that bloke in the front. Going up the lift hill, big deal. And then that nasty little loop that's hiding at the end. Here we go. There we go. And how are they when they come out? Oh, of course you can't see them because you get, just as they come out the turnstiles, you get the reaction, don't you? By the time they get here, they'll probably calm down again. Here they come. Well, no one's throwing up anyway. Oh, he looks a bit worse for wear. I wonder if he'll go into the first aid. This is only just there. God, look at the mess there. Yeah, got some good workers there. Quick go on the zipper. Oh. Used to have one in Bristol on the Downs years ago when it used to be Bob Wilson's Fun Fair. I mean, it's been going since the 60s, hasn't it, the zipper, I think. So, as a child I remember riding on it and really enjoying it. But it's only if it just catches here, when it's revolving, if you happen to have your car just here, as it's going round, as it comes to the bottom or top, then you get flipped. If you're in the middle, then it's not so good. So sort of, it's a matter of time, a bit like the waltzer, you know. But with this, they can't flip it. Mind you, I remember some people did used to flip the cars, especially there are lots of girls in there. the ride ops would give him a good spin. You probably wouldn't be allowed to do that now, would you, with health and safety and what have you? Oh, someone actually is going in the planetarium to get bored. I would not pay $1 to go in there. You can see, you just stand there and see it exactly the same. Complete waste of time. The only reason I put it up is because it is a science fiction theme, this one, so... I mean, what's the advantage from actually sitting in there? Wow, oh, it makes such a difference, doesn't it? Come on, when's it going to start then? There's nothing so boring as waiting for the observatory to start, or planetarium. That's so boring. Right, is there anything we haven't really had a good look at? I think we've done most of it. Well, we haven't had a ride on that, I suppose. Well, come on. Room for plenty more riders, just go. Room for plenty more. Come on in. Pick your plane. Don't run around with your hands up like that silly woman. Weird woman. Oh, here we go. Have you ever been on Harry Maxime's flying machines in Blackpool when there's a hailstorm or really heavy rain? Julian Assange again. Why is never a woman doing the weird arms thing? God, just run over that little kid then. Honey Diff, look where you're going. There's children here, you idiots. He thinks he's a lead singer of Orchestral Maneuvers, isn't he, that one? Anyway, there we are, there's that. Well, I think that's pretty much, we've done the ride around, we've done there, we've done the coasters. I think they're some of my best this time. I worked quite a long time getting those just right. Definitely two coasters I'd like to have a go on for real. So this was just to fill in the gap where I'd lost my stream and hadn't realised for 5 hours, just so you could have a look around the park, finished off, and a ride on a few of the things, or most of them. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this one up. There we go. So that was Cosmic Craggs. Next time we're going to La La Land, which is one of my favourites. You've got to remember at this part to do some sci-fi theming, because later on one of the parts to get through is to have a sci-fi themed area, and I remember once making it all really beautiful because I didn't want it to be sci-fi themed, and I had to rip up half the park and start all over again. Anyway, so that'll be next time, La La Land. So for now, say thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye for now.